Good morning, traders. This is Perry Wilkie with StartupTrading.com. It is 8:50 a.m. Eastern Time, or 10:09 on Wednesday, July 21st. No one's still not crushing on Dixie, so still got that dragging the markets a little bit. As we look at the uptrend channel that we've been talking about this week, the linear regression channel. So basically, the center lines are today 43.88 and 42.58 are those. I don't think either one of these are going to trade today, to be honest with you. I think that we might get a little bit of a look above, and we might get a little bit of a look at the top. So we'll have to watch and see how this goes. I will let you know, like, if we do end up opening higher, which right now it doesn't look like we would be opening right around the top. But if we open up higher for the bell and we close down and we get a little bit of a candle that looks like this, but it's red and it's coming down, that's called a dark cloud cover. That is a decent little pattern, to be had, and that would be a little bit more bearish for the market going into tomorrow. But tomorrow is going to be a reset. We've got the ECB tomorrow, and we'll see what happens with that. Looking at the profile and the normal way that I like to look at it for the ES, we've got 43.15 yesterday's point of control. 43.41 above that, and 43.69.75. To be honest with you, if it gets going again to the upside, we could check down to 43.15 pretty easily and then go all the way up to 70 today. I don't think that's likely. The only thing that's really on the news today is crude oil at 10:30. And that's really the only news. There was no real big earnings today, in my opinion. Some big companies, but not anything that are heavyweights for the indexes that are gonna be really real drivers of the index today. So, looking at all the indexes, and I just couldn't take it anymore. So with the Russell, I did go back and look. So it was reconstituted on Monday, July 28th, or June 28th, I'm sorry. So Monday, June 28th. To me, I'm just starting over with the Russell, looking at it from that point on. I think that you do yourself a favor if you don't look at anything for the Russell that's to the left of Monday, June 28th. It's just a reset from that point on. It might as well be a totally different ticker symbol. We'll see if anyone ever checks into that. I mean, I'm sure there are some programs or something that will, but these stocks really don't have anything to do with it. You might as well be looking at the difference between Facebook and Google or something. They're just not going to be tied together. So with that said, for the Russell, we did finally get around above this 21.9760 yesterday. There could be some resistance right around there. I'm not going to put it on the chart, but you can see this low volume node that's right around 22.29 to 22.31, right in that point in time. But then the next real level up is 22.51, and then back below 22.97, and then back below that swing low from the overnight session. I think it would be pretty good too, which would be 85, and that could just get you some checks lower. But I'm not expecting a lot. I would like to see it come up here and at least check this 28 to 31, let's call it. Looking at the ES, remember, it was just last Wednesday that we were at all-time highs. That was just a week ago. So that was 43.84 half. We come down here, we checked on there. I'd have liked to have seen it get down a little bit lower, and we could still get a retest lower again, right? Down there. Don't think it's off the table, but you're going to have a hard time getting through the bottom of that linear regression channel now on the that second lineup for the bottom, in my opinion. So, right around this 78 to 87 would probably be as much as you could get today, even though the bottom of the channel is at basically 42.60. So, that would be right around here. So if you get down around that 42.60, if that happens today, I'm definitely trying to step in on that unless it's at the very end of the day, and then we'll see. Getting above, let's talk about the upside because we have had that pattern. Uh, 33.5 to 44 is the next little bit of resistance above. And to be honest with you, there's nothing substantial above that. I mean, you could look at the leg starts down if you're using Jack's trade room indicators. There's a couple of those up here, and those would be the next minor resistance levels going up. But if you look at it, there's only 3 days up there. We've had, this is our third day coming out of the bottom. There will be some, sellers up here from last week, but let's face it, there's not too many people holding from that area of the chart after this week's washout. Look at the NASDAQ. We are struggling again between this 14,730 to 14,785. We'll see if we can get that, above it. We did check off yesterday right at that 14,517 area, and then, come back up. Dipped in a little bit, but basically 14,550, 556. Got off of it yesterday morning and just going through here. So consolidating above this, and again for it, it's the same deal as the EX. You got leg start down, leg start down, leg start down, leg start down, leg start down. So this is your little churn resistance, and we could just kind of meander around today. I'm not expecting a trending day today. I'm expecting some two-way tape. Looking at the Dow, it's a little sloppy, but between 34,005. Let me say it again, 34,350 to 34,425. So around 75 points there. That's really your area of support. You can see you're trying to get above this 34,510 area, which would be basically yesterday's highs, and hold. And you can see that in the overnight, we're just stalling out basically at all these pre-consolidation breaks and pivot levels. And then there's really nothing substantial until you get up to around 744. So we'll see. We could just, dance today between 34, I would say 450 to 750, right in that range today. Looking at the overnight action, 28.5 points. And you can see, we've got that longer term support below us that we bounced off of, earlier in the week. That goes back to June 22nd, which is 42.20-ish on the charts. We bounced at 24, and there was a level up there that we bounced off of that I removed from the chart that it traded. So above that and the resistance, you can see we're starting to chew through that first resistance zone. This just dates back to 716 last week, right? And then we got right around 42.30 is going to be an above or below area. You got a little bit right here around 34 on the chart. That's not meaningful. But then between 34 and 50, right, that would be your next zone. That's why I think today's going to be a little bit chewy, right? And as we come back down here. So now we'll look at the support from yesterday. So we had single prints go off in all the charts. You can see the overnight low for the Russell, right, is above those single prints. It's holding up well, and it's got its little bit of resistance above the churn through. So that the upper resistance, which I think would be more of the issues, 2230 to 3260 above it. For the NASDAQ, right above yesterday's high, 14,787 to 14,803 basically. And then for the Dow, you can see lots of resistance. So breaking over these, right, you either wash them, which is what I think will happen today. I don't think that these are going to be, where you go above them and then you check back and you stay above them. I think that we would just end up washing this area, fill in, do a little bit more with the auction. I hope this helps. You guys have a great day, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. So look for a little bit of chop, in my opinion.